Hello everyone, JR Wasabi here. In the next few minutes, I will be teaching you how to play Golden Ox in set 14. As mentioned in my patch 14.2 rundown, Golden Ox can receive several buffs, including its base damage amp, as well as Jarvan and Annie's damage. Together with Golden Ox, Annie should be able to output even more damage now, saving her from the dumps since the mid-patch nerf to Tibers. Onto the trait. When active, Golden Ox grants a fortune tree that appears to the bottom right of your board as shown in the picture here. When active, it provides base damage amp to all Golden Ox units along with extra bonus damage amp that increases with the tier of the fortune tree. I will explain how the fortune tree works very soon. On top of the damage amp, it also provides the units with a chance to drop gold when killing enemies, and even item components at 6 Golden Ox. Thus, we always aim to win streak with Golden Ox, since this is a trait that is ideal for snowballing with the econ lead from the gold generated. A good way to do so would be if you start with Graves 2-star, as he is a very strong early game unit to have right now. Moving on to the fortune tree. We aim to increase the tier of the fortune tree as much as we can since it increases the bonus damage amp of your comp. This is done by collecting fortune tree stacks. Stacks are granted for every gold spent on buying experience or rolling the shop with reroll, gold counting as double. This means that buying experience grants 4 stacks unless your augment makes it cheaper to do so, while rolling a shop also grants 4 stacks since it is double of 2 gold spent. Do note that free rerolls from augments do not grant stacks since no gold is being spent to reroll the shop. The aim is to max out the stacks stated since it will reset to 0 if it is not maxed out within the turn itself. However, when it is maxed out, it will grant the bonus damage amp in the following turn, while increasing the max stats by 4 more. The tree begins with 8 stacks and moves through 12, 16, so on and so forth. Thus, it is important to plan your goal to be spent on leveling and rolling in order to fully maximize the stacks gain, since spending over the max stacks does not grant you more for that round. Typically, this should follow your leveling pattern if possible, and also when rolling above 50 gold. So, for your early game in stage 1 and 2, you should look to play Golden Ox if you already have it active with Alistar and Graves, along with a strong opener with upgraded tank and damage dealer. This is because you are looking to win streak and snowball off the gold drop from killing enemies. This is very similar to the playstyle last set when playing Conquerors or when playing in the Warwick's Hunger portal. You are looking for item drops like Greensu or a tier start since Greensu and Blue Buff are the core items for your main carries, Aphelios and Annie. At level 5, you can add in Silas, Vayne, Seraphine for Anima Squad backline, or Mundo, Echo, Zyra for a tankier setup. This depends on what units come your way, and you can flex between both. The backline units will be the item holders for now. Arriving in the mid-game for stage 3, you should look to go to level 6 and 7 and add in Jarvan while upgrading your units according to the subline you are playing, such as Yuumi and Mordekaiser for the Anima Squad line or Jinx for the Street Demons. Play Jarvan in even if you don't activate 4 Golden Ox, since his kills can also drop gold as well. Prioritize getting carry items like Gunblade or Giant Slayer for Aphelios and Jeweled Gauntlets for Annie. At stage 4, when you typically reach level 8, look for Aphelios, Annie, and Cho'Gath as well to complete your late game core units and activate 4 Golden Ox. Continue upgrading your Anima Squad or Street Demon units to their respective 4 costs for higher board strength. Leona and Zarya activates Vanguard and Marksman, while Nico and Brand activates Strategies and the eventual Techie. You will only be playing Graves here if you have 6 Golden Ox with a lucky Vigo drop or with the emblem itself. The emblem can be made with a belt and a spat. Having 6 Golden Ox allows for a slim chance to drop item components on kill, and these extra items can make a difference during the late game. Here, we will talk about the level 9 cap board, as I assume most games we will reach around level 9 and not level 10. After upgrading most of your units, especially your Aphelios and Annie, go to level 9 to look for Vigo and other 5 cost. You need not 2-star all your 4 cost units since this is a rather expensive comp. You can continue upgrading the units at level 9 instead, while increasing the chance to 5 costs. Garen and Zac are the go-to tanks right now to add to the comp. Drop 6 golden orbs if required, since late game is about combat strength rather than collecting gold and items. Pass your Annie's items to Vigo when he is upgraded. He can use most of her items like jewel gauntlets and other AP damage items. You can give extra utility items like Static Shift or Morello to Annie instead. If you are playing Anima Squad, you may prefer Seraphine over Yuumi to activate Techie for his AoE damage reduction effect, while Street Demon Samira can activate Amp for Annie. Last but not least are the augments you can take for this comp. Obviously, you can go for Golden Ox Emblem, as they will help you to activate 4 and 6 Golden Ox much earlier, so that you can snowball your lead earlier in the game. Remember that earlier gold drops are much more valuable since you can hit the econ thresholds faster. Even though Golden Ox can provide gold drop on kill, you should still prioritize one econ augment in order to hit higher level and get all your high cost units, since this is a very expensive comp to make and cap out. Item augments such as Pandora's items can also be very useful, since you need certain core items for your carries such as Green Soup, Blue Buff, and Jeweled Gauntlets for them to do well and cap out late game. Personally, I also think that team-wide combat augments like Crown's Will and Mace's Will are good, since the flat stats given complements the damage M effect from Golden Ox. You're absolutely awesome if you have reached the end of this guide, and I hope you have learned something from this video. If you find this video useful, I greatly appreciate if you can like the video and subscribe to my channel for more guides and gameplay videos. See you again. Bye bye.